Hello everyone, if you're looking for more power or you're looking to become a more consistent ball striker, then this tip is right up your alley. What we're going to do here is we're going to break down Dustin Johnson's golf swing. We're going to take a look at specifically his lower body. We're going to see how his lower body works in the golf swing, and we're going to see what we can learn from that. So we're going to hop right in there and take a look.
Okay, so here's Dustin Johnson. Dustin is well known as one of the longest hitters on the PGA Tour. He's won multiple times out there. He's obviously extremely talented. He's going to have a long career on tour, and it's nice to take a look at these players and to see what they do so well, and see what we can learn from them, even if it's just a little bit here and there. Okay, so today we're focusing on the lower half, how the lower half works. That's a common theme with all the top players in the world, is that their lower body seems to all work the same way. And how it can produce, if we use it in the right way, how it produces power for us, and how it helps us become a lot more consistent from a ball striking standpoint. So you can see I drew a box around his lower body, and I want you to pay attention to how quiet his lower body is, or how rotational his lower body is. There's hardly any lateral shift or lateral side-to-side motion going on at all. So I'm going to take his golf swing up to the top here, up to the top of his backswing, and just notice how his hips stayed right in that box. The only movement that he made right there was that his hips started to rotate around his spine. Okay, so you take a look at it from a pocket standpoint. His right pocket right here, as he turns to the top, just turns right back behind him. That's telling him that his hips are staying, his spine is staying right there, and he just rotates his hips out of the way, his right hip out of the way. So that's one way to look at it. Another way is to look at it is take a look at his right knee. When he turns back, watch his right knee pretty much stay in that same spot. It's going to move a little bit, but for the most part it stays in that vicinity. And when he is at the top of his backswing, his lower body is restricting against his upper body. So he's developing and building up a lot of coil, a lot of power, okay, to deliver into the golf ball. And what he's feeling here in his lower body is he's feeling a lot of tightness, or a lot of coil, a lot of buildup of power in his kind of the inside part of his right leg, right thigh, the right hip area. Okay, he feels a little bit tighter in there. And that's telling him he's coiling or turning correctly in the backswing. And that's what you want to feel. If you do it correct, if the lower half works correctly as far as rotating the hips, you're going to feel as if we want to feel the weight stay on the inside part of your right leg, and you're going to feel a lot more power build up on that right side. What we see in a lot of players, what's common in a lot of players, is they feel like they have to develop power through the shifting or the sliding of the lower half in the backswing. What I mean by that is that as the club goes back, they feel like they have to shift their lower half to the right on the backswing. They feel like they have to develop. That's where they feel like they develop a lot of power, by sliding or laterally moving to the right. And when they do that, when the players do that, all of their weight shifts to the outside part of their right foot. And anytime the weight moves to the outside part, you lose all of that resistance you were trying to build up. Okay, and you lose all of that stability in your lower half, so your ball striking becomes very inconsistent as well. So you'll notice, okay, at the top of the backswing, as he's all ready to go, he's got a lot of coil, a lot of power built up right in there. So what he's going to do is he starts down, his lower half starts to unwind, and you can see how his right knee starts to drive down and through to the target right there. And it's evident as well by his right foot. Take a look at his right foot start to roll towards his left, or roll to the inside. all of that power releasing towards the target. And when he finishes, he comes all the way up on that toe. You can see he comes all the way up on his toe, and all of his weight is transferred into his left side. So in order for you to help take a look and to see if you're doing it correctly and to help you with this motion, is there's one drill that you can do in particular, and this is a drill that you can do at home. Okay, so I'm gonna get back out into a live view and show you that drill.
All right, so just to explain again, the difference between a good turn in the lower body and a poor turn, okay, would be, you can see I've got that box around my lower body right there. Okay, as we turn to the top of the backswing, right up in here, okay, just like Dustin was doing, is I want that right pocket on my right side to turn more back and behind me. Okay, where we get into trouble is when that right pocket starts to slide to the right or shift that way laterally. You can see how my right knee and my right hip have come outside that line, and all of my weight has started to fall to the outside part of my right foot. So my lower body is it loses all of that stability, and anytime the lower body shifts back and forth, it becomes very tough to strike the ball consistently every time. Now there's one drill that you can do at home to help you create and help you feel a correct rotation with your lower half. That's it. You get this line right here up against my back side. Get yourself up against a wall at home. You don't need a golf club. You can just put your arms right across your shoulders and put your backside right up against that wall and make some turns back. Okay, just going back. Now what you're trying to do is you're trying to turn your back pocket. Okay, here you're trying to turn that back pocket more into the wall. And when you do that, you're going to try your best to keep your weight braced to the inside part of your right leg and not let it shift or not let it slide out to the outside part of your shoe. So again, as you turn back, you're going to try to push your pocket into that wall. If you start to slide, you're going to feel that pocket slide on that wall, which will be incorrect. So you're staying right there, and you just rotate back. Okay, rotate back, and you're going to feel that pocket move right into that wall. So the more times you can do this now, the better, because it still is winter. You still have time to work on this movement. You still have time to, before springtime rolls around, that you can try to implement these changes without it feeling so uncomfortable by the time you get back out onto the course. So give this a shot, and I know it's going to help you develop more power, and it's going to help you develop a lot better ball striking skills as well. We'll see you next week.